So, welcome guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is our one of another lecture actually related to our speaking test, and we left at this slide yesterday. So let's resume from the same point. So there was a topic, if you remember. Let me show you that topic again, so that you can recall what we are talking about right now. It was about an incident when you help someone. Can you see here in the right bottom? Describe a time when you help
Yes.
someone here, right? So this was the topic which was given to different candidates, and we have already seen Melanie talking on that, and her talk was really good. But now let's see Saida. She is unfortunately very reluctant, very hesitant, in talking. So now let's watch her and then decide about her fluency and her issues.
Okay.
What words and phrases does Saida use to link her ideas? Like we saw in case of Melanie, she used a number of words. If you remember, we did an exercise in which we joined two portions of different sentences, and you were shown, the linking words in bold in that exercise. So this was the exercise. Sorry. Okay. So now these were the I decided to and therefore and blah blah. So anyways, now watch Saida. What kind of phrases or words she uses to connect or link her ideas. Then also observe that what other connecting words could Saida have used. You have to figure out. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Does she use pronouns? And what are pronouns? It, she, her, they. Okay. I, we, and so on. Then does Saida talks fluently, or is she quite hesitant? Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm playing it now, and please watch her.
I remember that I helped my grandmother, and my mother asked me to go to her home and help for 2 or 3 weeks. So I went there, and actually my grandmother was ill, so I had to do some cookings for her and some housekeeping works. In the evening I read books for her. Then after 2 weeks she became healthy, and she forgot about that days when she was ill. So now I'm proud of it. I'm proud that I did it, and my mother also very great that I helped my grandmother.
Can you tell me any more about that?
Yeah, and she always says me that I am best girl in the world, and she says that she proud of me, and she always remember me all her life, and
Thank you.
Okay. So what do you think? Was she fluent or she was hesitant?
She was hesitant, sir.
She was hesitant. Okay. Then what are the connecting words that she used?
Many, so, and
Yeah,
when.
and because, so these are just, simpler words, simpler connecting
Okay.
words. Like here,
Yes.
I've shown you some of the connecting words. Like some other connectors that she could have used are, I also had to do this, as well as, okay, let me first explain you. Like if I'm saying you that, well, I did my engineering in electronics, and I did my master's in information technology, and I did another master in project management. Now you see, I have connected all these three sentences or three degrees by using and.
Okay.
Okay, but if instead I say it like this, firstly I did my, now I've added firstly here. Firstly, I did my engineering in electronics. Later on, I,
Yes, sir.
later on, now this is another thing, fine. Later on, I did my master's in information technology. Moreover, now again this thing, moreover, or further, or in addition, I'm currently I'm doing a master's degree in project management.
Mm.
So
Yes,
what's wrong with Saida's talk? She is most of the time she's using word and, then so, and once she also used because. So instead of and too many times, she could have said, I also had, then additionally, moreover, or as well as this thing.
Okay.
And then as a result, she just said that then she became healthy. Actually, she used the word become here. She become healthy. Okay, instead of that, she could have said, consequently, she recovered or she became healthy. So these are the problems with her. But she uses pronouns like her, me, and she.
Yeah.
Okay, now I will play it again and I will pause at different occasions and I will tell you a few points. Okay.
yes, sir.
I remember that I helped my grandmother, and my mother asked me to go to her home and help for 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay. I helped her to go there for our 2 weeks. For our 2 weeks. You see? For 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I remember that I helped my grandmother, and my mother asked me to go to her home and help for 2 or 3 weeks. So I went there, and
And
actually my grandmother was ill, so I had to do some cookings for her and some housekeeping works. In the evening
in the
I
evenings,
read books for her.
read a book
So
for her, right?
then after 2 weeks she became
She become
healthy,
health,
and
not become, became.
she forgot about that days when she was ill. Um, so now I'm proud of it. I'm proud that I did it, and my mother also.
Okay. Uh, were you able to listen what I was saying in between?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, fine, fine.
Very great.
My mother is very great. No, actually, she wanted to say that my mother is also grateful, thankful, right?
Oh, great.
Yeah. And again, remember, a good sentence or a good tense for this thing should have been, my mother was also grateful, was, not is.
Yes, sir.
She's talking in the
Very
past.
great.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That I helped my grandmother.
I proud.
Hmm.
Can you tell me any more about that?
Yeah, and
And you see, every time she say and,
she always says me that I'm best girl in.
okay, I am a best girl. Remember one thing, with superlative degrees, we use the, the article, not an.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Fine? Like whenever
Yes, sir.
I have to say he is the best student, I won't say he is an best student. He is a best student. I would say he is
Yes.
the best, right?
Yes.
It is the happiest moment of my life. Okay, you are the tallest person, maybe. You are
Okay.
the richest. So with superlative degrees, we always use word the, article the, right?
the world.
Yes.
And she says that she proud of me. And
She says that she proud of me. What's missing here?
Proud on me.
No,
Proud on me.
no. Proud of is correct. She says
Yes, correct.
that she proud of me. What's missing here?
She is proud. I mean,
She is yeah, is missing. Is missing, right? She is proud of me. But instead she said she proud of me.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
she always remember me all her life. And
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so let's move on, right? There's
Yes,
another
sir.
problem with her. There's another problem with her, although this problem will be discussed in the coming exercises. And that problem is with her pronunciation. Some
Okay.
regions, in fact, not in some regions, in all the regions, there are certain words or there are certain sounds which are not used in any other language.
Okay.
Okay, like all the Arabs, they have an issue pronouncing T and D.
Okay.
Instead, they
Yes.
say, what they say? T, Pakistan.
Okay. Pakistan.
Okay, what they say?
Yes.
Well, it is not good. Why?
Yes, sir.
Because instead of D, they use their word dal, right? So
Yes, sir.
that's an issue. Similarly, with Asians, there are some, there's some sounds like in our region, we just say two, not two. Okay,
Yeah.
because in
Two.
our native language, it's two. Okay, so there's
Yes,
some
sir.
sounds which are difficult to speak because of any specific origin. So probably
Yes.
she is from Russian side, and because of that, instead of the, she most of the time says z. She's using word z too many times.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I has to do some cookings for her. You see, she is using
Yeah.
z too many times. Z. Okay, so we'll talk on this later, but I guess you have listened to it in detail now. So organizing your notes and your talk. Well, this is very important for you. You will be given, that you will be given 1 minute, okay, to make notes.
Yes, sir.
This 1 minute is too short to make detailed notes. Remember one thing.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
So how you have to make notes? This technique, I will tell you a technique. We call it a mind map kind of thing. Okay, and this technique is used by in many of the IELTS tests and even in many of the educational institutes, right? So
Okay.
Yes, sir.
here, first of all, let me tell you what are the benefits of making notes and thinking about the topic. Actually, when you make notes, you actually start thinking about the topic in depth. Just by reading, your thought process is not a deep thought process. But when you start making
Yes, sir.
notes, you get into depth of the topic then. Second thing,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
you can organize your ideas by, making notes. Once you have written down everything, which point to cover first and then second. Instead of talking randomly, making notes help you organizing your ideas. Thirdly,
Yes.
you have to talk and you have to speak by looking at your notes. You can just scan and then you can look into examiner's eyes, then look at your notes and then, but while doing this, keep talking. So it actually help you during, just to keep going during your talk. That means it improves your fluency.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
these are the advantages of making notes. Now, remember one thing, while writing or while making notes, don't write too much. It is important to use this time to think and note down ideas or words only.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine, but now there's another issue. And what is that issue? Let's say you have written a word cousin, okay, or you have written a word bro. That means
Yes, sir.
you are thinking that I help my brother. Now,
Yes.
while speaking, this comes as a fourth point. Okay, there was something in your mind about your brother at that time. Now this is too short, and it is quite possible you forget. It is quite possible that you forget why I have written bro here.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so don't write too much, but please make sure that you write enough that while talking, once you quickly look at your notes during your talk, you can easily find out your next idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So try to find a way that helps you do this. Organize your ideas clockwise on your page rather than in a random order. Like what people do, some students, like if they have given you this piece of paper and they have asked you to write notes. So what they do, they write something in this direction, then here, then here, then here. You know, they make a mess of it.
Yes, sir.
This is not a good way.
Okay.
Then there are some people, they write too small and they write in everything in a single line or two lines.
Yes, sir.
Again, this creates problem while reading. Then there are some, they make a list like 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. This is better than these two, but still, you know switching from one line to next is a problem.
Mm.
Yes.
Sometimes what happens, after second line you may jump, because at that time you are under pressure, so you may jump to the fourth line and you miss the third line.
Yes.
A good way that I was talking about is a mind map, right? What is mind map? Let's say if the topic was whom you helped, okay? Now this is your topic in the center. Whom you helped, you can write bro or friend here, just friend, okay? Then
Yes,
how
sir.
you helped, university admission, helping fee university admission. Got it? What was the
Yes, sir.
outcome? She graduate or he graduated with flying colors
Yes.
and got a good job. How do you feel? Proud, happy, and so on.
Yes.
So this
Okay.
thing is very easy to for you to flow,
Yes.
talk during the exam. While
Yes.
looking at these notes, you can talk very easily. Okay, you can just
Yes.
Okay.
move clockwise. So this is known as mind map, right? So now we'll talk on this and we'll see how does this plan affects you. Now look at this one. This is another topic. Describe a person. Now this is about some specific person. Describe a person who
Yes.
has been an important influence in your life. Okay. So who this person is and how long have you known him or her? Why you chose this person? How this person has influenced and how you feel. See, again, one
Yes, sir.
point about feelings.
Okay.
Now, can you tell me, both of you, any one of you actually, tell
Yes,
me
sir.
Mm.
which sentence I gave you to take a good start? In this particular scenario, what would you say? Don't look at your notes.
Okay. You can say I have been asked to describe a person who who helped me. Okay, no, who influenced me in my life. So for that reason, I
Okay,
I
okay,
have chosen my
yeah. For
teacher.
that purpose, for that purpose, for that to that aim, and here try to use, try to paraphrase it.
Okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay, like here you can say instead of describe, you can say talk.
okay,
Yes, sir.
I have been asked to talk about someone instead of person. You can say I have been asked to talk about someone
Talk about someone.
who left a great impact on my life.
Okay,
Getting it? So
okay,
try to paraphrase it as well.
okay,
So now let's look at the notes. Some candidate, let's name him or her as candidate one.
Yes, sir.
Let's look at his or her notes. First of all, who and how long, you don't need to write this thing because you
Yes,
are
sir.
already covering this point here.
yes,
Okay, so now older brother, don't write it older brother, just write bro. Maybe that should be enough. Why? Because you are thinking about your older brother, then it is not possible that you may get confused with your younger brother.
mm,
Yes,
If
sir.
you have decided to talk about your elder brother, then it's understood that you will talk about him. So don't write older even, right?
Yes, sir.
Then maybe 36 YRS. This should have been enough. Why to
mhm,
write 36, 7 years old? Or you can just write age because you will not forget age of your brother at least. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So one
Yeah.
word age is enough.
mm,
Okay?
yeah,
Similarly, why to write a lawyer? Just lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Why to write lives in America? Why not to write USA?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, this is USA. So, okay, I've spoiled USA somehow. I'm sorry. Okay, I've spoiled the superpower. Now, not seen often. Okay, that is fine. Known all my life. Now, sometimes what happens, you come across some good words or phrases. You can write them in detail if you want to. Okay, clear?
okay,
Now, similarly, why I chose when young had problems at school. Enough, good, fine. So now problems, learning difficulties. So this is repetition, isn't it?
yeah,
So
Yes, sir.
I can write young, learning difficulties, school. Or enough,
mm,
even why to write school? It's understood that when he was young, he was in the school. I'm thinking on it. It's me who have to talk. So I'll keep some points in my back, in back of my mind. I just want a hint what to talk about. That's it.
mm,
His
okay,
dream.
Yes.
Now this is fine. Even if I write dream to be a lawyer,
okay,
failed many times, finally succeeded. Now this pattern is fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
okay,
So now I want you guys to look at these notes, although these are not your notes, and then try to talk on this. Okay. I'm giving you 1 minute to look at the notes only, and then
okay.
I will. Then I'll ask you to talk using these notes. Okay. Your time starts now.
Which note, please? Which notes? The candidate's note or the?
The candidate's note.
Okay,
Okay. Ready?
yes.
Sorry. Okay, start talking now. Who will do first? Abdurrahman, you may start, right?
Okay. I have been asked to talk about someone who had an important impact in my life. And for that reason, I chose to talk about my brother, who is older than me. He's my older brother, and he's 36 years old. And professionally, he's a lawyer, and he's now lives in America. We don't even see him often, and I know him in
Okay.
my own.
Wait. Sorry. We don't see
Uh,
him often. Why we? Why not I? I don't see him
Okay.
often, maybe, right? After that, don't use and. I haven't seen him. I don't see him often, but I have known him. But not and. But I have known him all my life.
Okay.
So now,
I don't see him
okay, now, Shakil, it's your turn.
Yes, sir.
Start from the next point.
Why are you choosing, sir?
Yeah. Just start
I
speaking.
choose him.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. I choose him because
I have chosen.
I have chosen because he had he had faced a lot of problems at school level,
Mhm.
and he learned difficulties
No, because he had learning difficulties.
because he had learning difficulties
Mhm.
to be a liar.
Now, you see, these are different points. This is not one sentence.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For example, actually, I've chosen him because he had a number of problems, learning difficulties at school, and
Yes,
it
sir.
was his dream to be a lawyer. But unfortunately, he failed many times.
Yes,
However,
sir.
he never
And
left. He never gave up, and he kept trying, and finally, he succeeded. So these are
finally
different
succeeded.
points. Don't try to make it one sentence, okay?
Yes, sir.
So
Maybe.
now, just jump to my feelings part and try to make us make 2 or 3 sentences of using these words. Go ahead, Shakil. You are taking time. Just start
Yes, sir.
speaking. Remove this hesitation now. Just start
Yes, sir.
speaking.
I'm very grateful from his success,
I'm very grateful to
and
him. I'm very grateful to him. And okay, I have a great. In fact, I have a great admiration
admiration
for him.
from him
For him,
for
yeah.
him.
And to be
And
honest, I'm
to be honest,
proud that he is my brother. I'm proud
he
of
is
him.
my brother.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay, sir.
you need a lot of effort, skill, lot of effort.
Yes, sir.
Try to remove this hesitation thing.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And try to start working on your grammar part.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Grab some book, maybe of elementary school level, and try to
Yes, sir.
translate from Urdu to English, right? So now,
Yes, sir.
Abdurrahman, how he has influenced my life? Can you talk on this, please?
Okay. Now let me talk about how he influenced my life. And my brother taught me to keep going, and he also taught me to have a clear goal in mind. And he normally motivate me not to give up. And in the last year, I failed an important test for me, which was to be an IELTS, and I got disappointed. But later on, I remembered of his motivations, and I
Well
didn't
done.
give it.
Well done, Abdurrahman. Okay, thank you very much. Well done.
Mm.
Here, you have good connection, and you know, you are good at converting points into sentences. That's very good. You need to improve your pronunciation and accent thing. Just pronunciation and accent, right? I have told you to, you know, copy native speakers, and I have, you know, given you the trick for that. I have explained you how to do it. I know you must be very busy these days, but whenever you get time, try to do it. Okay?
Okay, inshallah.
Right now, you are speaking English in Arabic tone, kind of Arabic tone. Okay? So I know that there's a problem, but that's why I'm here to teach you and guide you. Okay? But it's you who has to you know, take out some time. Who have to,
Exactly.
right? Okay. So now see at these notes. This is another candidate. He or she is talking about her grandmother. Can you see this? Now,
Yes.
grabbing ideas and looking at notes in this fashion is much easier than those which were shown to you in the previous slide. Than this way.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is much easier. So what you can do, you can just go clockwise. How long? You don't need to even write how long. Just known all her my life, right? Known her all my life.
Yes, sir.
Jump to her. Why? Looked after me when young, parents working. You see how smartly this candidate has written. So
Yes,
what
sir.
he or she would do, he would or she would do, like, well, my both of my parents were working, so they hardly get time to look after me. So it was my grandmother who looked after me when I was young.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in fact, she influenced me in a number of ways. First of all, I learned from her that how to stay calm, and even she taught me the initial, she taught me how to read and write. Okay, even before going school.
Okay.
Okay, then I also learned one thing from her, that how to work hard. Okay.
Okay.
Apart from that,
Yes.
like any elderly figure, she also taught so many things and so many manners and so many points about my culture. Okay. Then you see love. I really love her. Respect, admiration, and sometimes worry. Why? Because she's an old lady now, and she doesn't, you know, she most of the time she remains sick or ill. So sometimes I really get worried about her health.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this way of writing notes is much better. I recommend this way of writing. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so now,
Let us take.
sorry. Okay, you want to take picture?
Yeah.
You have these things in your notes.
Okay. Should I have it? Okay. Okay. No problem.
Yeah, you have on slide number 48. Just see it. Okay.
Yes. 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 I have it.
Now, what do you think? These are just questions to, you know, reiterate whatever I have said. When you make notes, do you write them in a list, scattered randomly on the page, or in a mind map or a diagram? The last one was a mind map, okay? So from now onward, you have to use this method.
Okay.
So then do you write single words, long phrases, or whole sentences? Most probably, or preferably, you should write single words.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
but if you come across any good word or phrase, you can write that thing.
Okay.
Right? For example, if I say, what is this? Fall, pray, P-R-E-Y.
Yes, sir.
What is this? What is P-R-E-Y, pray?
Pray.
Pray, yeah.
Pray is like prey and predator.
Sorry?
Like prey and predator. It's like
Predator, yeah,
prey is
yeah,
like
exactly. Like a lion would prey
lion,
upon
yeah.
maybe a deer. So deer is a prey.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but this is a very good, a very good high level vocabulary combination of these two. To fall prey of something. Like if I